Either I throw the guild under the bus, or I get on the bad side of a terrifying merc captain. Oh, could this get any worse? Get it together, Yehoda. Focus on the hot dog you're gonna treat yourself to after today is over. One thing at a time. All right.
Let's try not to get too worked up, all right?
Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this. I swear. What happened? You're here. Please, you've got to help me, Traveler. A theft at the expo is gonna ruin the guild's reputation. A theft? How did that— You're asking me. The guild has people keeping watch over the storage area for this exact reason. And it just had to happen to— Beto? Wait, that means—
The guild asked us to keep our goods stored on the designated shelves. I had a few prototypes that I was using for demonstration, which I had stored there. But when I came to check on things just now, I noticed that all of them had been stolen.
And each ballista is super dangerous. If they fall into the wrong—
Well, all the prototypes have a failsafe designed to prevent unauthorized use, so it could be worse. Still, we should get them back as soon as possible.
The guild will make sure of that. If you could just keep this between us for now, we would be super appreciative. Do we have to tell her?
Honesty is the best policy.
I know, it's just— Miss Yehoda. What are you three doing?
There's something you want to tell me, isn't there?
Well, Neb's been obsessed with the ballistas ever since we got here. That's why Uncle Ashvapati told us to come see your booth. It seemed like he was interested in them too, because he even told us what parameters to ask about. Ever since this morning, we haven't been able to reach him. We wanted to ask Miss Yehoda for help, but then we heard about the ballistas being stolen.
And?
I don't think Uncle Ashvapati would do something like that, but— Ashvapati works for the guild. He has access to the storage warehouse, so he could get it— Wait, so now it's an inside job? Oh, jeez! The guild is never gonna recover from this!
He made those toys the kids were selling, right? They don't look like much on the outside, but I bet they're hiding some serious tech. If he's a tech guy, those failsafes I mentioned might not have our backs after all.
So, this just went from bad to worse. Uh-oh.
Could be. I mean, let's put it this way. There aren't a whole lot of people that could manage to stay off Yelan's radar. Why don't you take these kids to the Curatorium and see what you can learn? I've got things covered here.
Got it! Hold up. We can't hold these kids responsible, though. No, of course not, but— No, how do I explain this?
You want to look out for these kids, don't you?
I promised I would. Besides, they're innocent in all this.
Good, because I'm looking out for them too. That's why I want to find their uncle as soon as possible.
I guess we're on the same page then.
Take these kids to the Curatorium. I'll update Yelan and tell her to meet you there.
Will do!
Well, this complicates things. Here I was hoping the trouble would start and end with you two. But no matter. This will all make for a very engaging story.
I wouldn't be so flippant. This time, it's one of yours causing trouble. I'm starting to wonder if all those agents we captured were just a distraction, so the real culprit could make their move.
It's all still up in the air right now. What can you three tell us about Ashvapati?
Uncle Ashvapati isn't our real uncle, but he is our guardian. He adopted us when we were little. He told us we all came from the same band of eremites in the desert. But apparently, we're the only ones left. We've been traveling from place to place with him for as long as I can remember.
Their eyes.
What about them?
I'm just reminded of something. About a decade ago, there was a band of Eremites who, seemingly out of nowhere, gained technological capabilities. Leveraging that advantage, they built a number of highly advanced weapons and sold them to the highest bidder. The conflicts in the desert became even bloodier as a result. While the other groups were tearing each other to shreds, these newly minted arms traders stood by and reaped the spoils. But before long, their own weapons were turned against them. And as the flames of conflict engulfed the desert, the group met their... None of the weapons survived. And so, in the wake of that destruction, the status quo of the desert was restored.
That's terrible.
In the desert, it's kill or be killed. People will stop at nothing to gain the upper hand. If this happened in Fontaine or Liyue, I'm sure the perpetrators would have been prosecuted to the full extent of the law. But in the desert, no one bats an eye. From what they've told us, sounds like these kids are orphans from that particular band of Eremites.
Which means their guardian is likely one of the few survivors as well.
Sounds like it.
No! Uncle Ashfapati would never do something like that! No matter what happened back then, I know one thing for sure. Uncle Ashfapati hates weapons. Sure, he's good at building things, but all he does is make toys for us to play with. He can't be the kind of person you're making him out to be.
I'm sorry. All we can do is act upon the facts.
So, what's our next move?
From our interrogations, we've learned that in 2 days, the person behind all this has a meeting planned to collect the goods. If all goes well, we can head to the pickup point and ambush them. But if Ashfapati is part of this and the leader learns what happened, there's no chance he risks himself for his agents.
Then let's focus our efforts on Ashfapati for now. If we find him, he might just lead us to our culprit. If he stole the prototypes, there's bound to be a trail. I'm confident I can track him down.
What can I do to help?
I work best in the shadows. The more people involved, the harder it is to operate. As soon as I've got a location, though, he's all yours. You let me handle the search, and I'll let the Special Patrol handle the seizure.
That does sound like the most feasible plan. I'll be waiting for the good news.
Seizure?
Hey! Don't worry too much right now. The most important thing is that we find your uncle.
Okay.
Looks like I'll need to enlist your services for a bit longer,